Hi guys, this video we're of course having a look at the Xenomorph warrior alien from the game Alien Isolation, and of course this figure is another Neca figure of that. Firstly, if you don't know, well, you've probably been under a rock, but the whole reason why you're watching this is because you do know. Alien Isolation is a video game out on PC, I assume, Xbox and PlayStation. Fantastic game, in all honesty. I had it for quite a while, and I don't know why, I just didn't play it for ages, and I just got into it, absolutely loved it. Brilliant game, does exactly what you want on the tin for an Alien game, in all honesty. Just brings back that feeling of being in Alien. Obviously the sounds, the visuals, everything is brilliant, and you got the aliens connections in there as well. So in all honesty, I think it's brilliant. I do think I recommend it as a game. If you're a fan of Alien and gaming in general, I dare say you already come across it, but if you haven't, definitely play it. It's great fun, to be honest. It's got its good scary bits as well, and I think it does validly, genuinely add something to the whole Alien franchise, in all honesty. But the Alien itself, obviously we've got the figure of it here, there's just little slight tweaks to it, to be honest, and the main thing is basically in the legs. I'm not sure whether I picked up on it straight away in game, or it was when I had the figure that I first noticed it, but he's a lot taller than the normal Alien. What I'll do is I'll just grab the packaging just to let you have a quick look at that to start with. So it's the normal blister packaging that we're used to from Neca, Alien Isolation, and just a Xenomorph, and we've got a picture there of, which was on the video game cover of Amanda Ripley with Alien in the reflection. And on the back we have a picture of the Alien figure itself, a picture of Amanda Ripley in the jumpsuit, the Xenomorph, and the Amanda Ripley in the pressure suit as well. So what we've got on here is 15 years after the disappearance of the commercial towing vessel Nostromo, the ship's flight recorder is discovered floating in deep space. Its owner, the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, immediately dispatches a team of representatives to Sevastopol Station to retrieve it. Among their number is Amanda Ripley, daughter of Ellen Ripley, the Nostromo's warrant officer. When the team arrives, they find Sevastopol has been placed under quarantine, and its skeleton crew is being hunted by an unseen foe, a monster that cannot be stopped. Separated from her team, Amanda finds herself trapped on a station filled with desperate survivors, an implacable AI, and the ultimate predator. The truth about her mother's fate is here somewhere, but first she must simply survive. So that's the packaging. So obviously I dare say it's what's on the back of the game, but it just gives you a brief rundown of what's happening. It's basically set 15 years after Alien, the game is. So the figure, as you probably have already thought, if you watch my videos, you go, oh, here we go, he's going to moan again that Neca are using the same figure. In all honesty, I'm not going to moan about this one at all. Fair enough, they've got to use the original figure because it's the Alien from Alien, and they've took into the fact that there's been a few little changes. Let's just grab an Alien. So here's the Alien here, and immediately you can see there's the difference in the height. Well, not so much if it's closer to the camera, right? So you can see straight away that there's that difference in the height, and of course that's all been done because of this part of the leg here. Different feet sculpt and different leg sculpt, essentially from the knee down, in all honesty. From the knee down it's a new sculpt. So you can see obviously quite clearly the difference that's going on there. And also it's the different tail sculpt. It's a lot longer tail, I think. I'm not sure, I haven't checked, but I think that's the tail from the dog alien, to be honest, to give it a bigger tail. But everything else is exactly the same. The arms, the hands, everything else going on up there is exactly the same as we've seen before, but just the leg is different. And of course it's got all the same articulation that we used to, obviously this being a bit different. So we've got I think it rotates as well, yeah, so rotation in the let's call it the toe area, the big ankle area there, double jointed knee, and rotation at the hip. There's no rotation in the knee, no, don't need that. It's got rotation here as well, just in case I didn't mention that. So ball joint in the hip, chest, stomach. It's got ball joint in there, ball joint in the shoulder, and rotation just under the shoulder as well. Joint in the elbow and rotation in the wrist. Of course, there's movement in the head. The usual bit comes out the back of the head if you do want to tilt it back a bit, but it does, the alien, not aliens and the dog alien, the alien figure doesn't really have much tilt back on there, to be honest. And of course we have the famous extendable inner jaw and the moving jaw as well on there. But this is a fantastic figure. If you're a fan of the game, you know, I dare say you're going to get this. If you're, you know, a fan of Alien and you're adding him to your collection, does not look out of place at all. Some people might even notice that, you know, the difference if he stood at the back there. But that, to me, that's a fantastic figure, honestly. Like I say, he's got a bigger tail, longer legs, stands in your collection quite happily, doesn't look out of place at all, unlike the concept alien. But I'm not going to mention that one because, yeah, I don't know if you've seen my video, not too happy about that. But I understand the whole blah blah blah, utilising the parts, but again, this is from that Alien and Predator Kenner thing, you know, the black, that, you know, stop that please, you know. But I'm not going to moan about this guy. The only thing I do, you know, I'm not too happy about is the fact that he is quite hard to stand up. He does come with the stand that we saw that came with the dog alien. Now, to utilise this, he's going to have to be quite squat down, to be honest. And what I love about this alien, and you know what hit me in the game, was the massive size of it, in all honesty. So I do like to keep him stood up as much as I can, and virtually on tiptoes, in all honesty. So that, if you do want to do that, then that does kind of render this stand pointless, because it's just simply not long enough. If this part here had a, you know, another good 1.5 inches on it, then maybe you could utilise it in some way to keep him stood up. But for me, that's pretty useless for the way I want to display him. So I won't be bothering with that. But I 100% recommend this, guys. I don't know why as well, he's quite hard to get hold of, in all honesty. Well, not to say quite hard to get hold of, he's quite expensive compared to the other Alien figures. So that might be a reason why you don't get him, in all honesty. But for some reason he's going around the, you know, £25 to £30 mark, which I'm quite surprised with, because, you know, I assume that most people would want to go for the traditional Alien, which you can get obviously at a reasonable price, but the Alien Isolation Xenomorph is quite expensive for some reason. But anyway, as always, I really appreciate you watching, guys. Got plenty more videos to come. Obviously we've got more Alien Isolation videos to come. thanks for watching. As always, leave a comment below. I always try and get back to everyone as quickly as I can. Plenty more to do. Appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you guys again soon. So take care, guys. Thanks so much. Bye bye.